got 3 cucumbers. I'm going to use the water from 1 coconut. I have got just some kale stems and parsley that I'm going to throw in there, a little bit of kale. And I've got about 10 apples. I'll probably use all of them. I've got a few beets here. I'm definitely going to use the big one. Not sure if I'll use the other ones or not. Definitely the big one. And just a bunch of kale. And then also just a bunch of different types of salad greens. So here, oh, and a lemon. So here is my green juice for this morning, breakfast. And I don't know if I mentioned a whole bunch of celery. So I am a little bit bummed out. My J. Cordich Power Grind Pro quit on me after about 5 minutes. I juiced some parsley and I'm really good with it. I'm really careful and slow, and I didn't, you know, I put about half the bunch in there and I put an apple and it just would not restart. So I cleaned the whole thing and it did restart on me, and then it quit right away again and it just wouldn't turn on. And it's like 2 hours later I've been trying to work with the juicer, and so I pulled out my old GE, the one that I used for my 31-day juice fast, which I'm really bummed about. I mean, obviously it juiced, it did an okay job, but I ended up with an entire bag of scraps, like an entire bag of pulp. I mean, all it did was just chew it up. I mean, it didn't juice hardly any of the greens. I'm just really bummed about that. The Power Grind Pro does a great job on that because it just grinds it until there's nothing left. The pulp is really, really dry. I did still end up with 3 quarts. But even this, I strained it, and with the Power Grind Pro, you don't have to strain. I strained it, and I still have a ton of foam on the top. A humongous mess. Humongous mess everywhere. Nonetheless, I had to have breakfast, and I had to get on with my day, and this was just a very daunting task. So I am just hoping and praying that my Power Grind Pro will turn back on the next time I need to use it. And regardless, this is my breakfast for this morning. So I just thought I would let you guys know that this juice tastes super, super good. So good, so good. And I used all the produce that I showed you guys except 2 little beets. So there was like, I don't know, 2 medium to large size beets that I used in there. It is so yummy.